All right, gentlemen. Following the ugly, needless attack and killings at the Mangu Local Government area of Plateau State, natives, victims and survivors of the massacre narrate heart-rending experiences. More than 30 villages were attacked last Tuesday, with many people, including women and children, killed. Security agents who had tried to engage the attackers equally suffered injuries in a nearby Fungzai and Kubat within the same local government area. The chairman of Mangu Local Government Council, Minister Daput, had put the figure of those killed at over 150, but the police command in Plateau State, through DSP Alabo Alfred, said 87 people were killed, while 39 were injured and receiving treatments in various hospitals in the state. Let's see this package.
Of attacks in Mangu Local Government area of Plateau State. About victims of attacks in Mangu Local Government area of Plateau State. About 200 people, including women and children, were killed with many properties destroyed. These survivors narrowly escaped death from the invasion, but now have to treat wounds sustained from gunshots and cuts from the attackers' deadly weapons. The painful experience and torment they passed through in the hands of their attackers are still fresh in their minds. Our crew visited this medical facility to see for ourselves the state in which the survivors are following the attacks. We were taken around the various wards at the facility by the hospital medical director to see the level of damage caused to the victims brought to the hospital. Daniel Kwakfoot has several cuts on his neck and other parts of his body. The doctor in charge said he was surprised at first, thinking he was brought in dead on arrival.
When I first saw him, I thought the neck had been severed off, but I discovered that we were communicating, so we were able to manage the wound and secure it. He also has laceration on the forehead and on his hand too.
It's a case of a gunshot injury involving the right leg with entry and exit point.
We chatted with a few of them as they narrated their ordeals at the hands of their attackers.
Fulani men come to our town and pursue us, and I was about running. This is where they shoot me in Kantoma.
These Fulani people, they were chasing us away around 10 o'clock in the morning. So we are running. Before I knew, I don't even know that the blade had entered my leg. When I just run a little longer and I now felt my legs limping.
In another development, a group known as the Coalition for a Better Nigeria has protested the recent attack and killing of locals in the Mangu Local Government area and environs. The group admonished Plateau citizens to pray as well as defend themselves from the attackers whom they believe are perpetrating the acts on a land-grabbing mission.
That we decide to fight and to save our land. We decide to fight to save ourselves. The whole of Plateau must unite together to fight back.
Funom Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
Gentlemen, gory scenes there.
I just can't imagine how some human beings could be this wicked. Honestly, I saw that guy's head stitched. I've never seen stitches
that many on someone's on one head.
I just hope some of these people will not eventually die because, frankly,
look at that guy was looking like a zombie.
The one they cut his neck.
Yes, he was so far out of it.
The doctor said he thought his head had been severed.
Kai.
How do you manage such a situation? The trauma.
If that heals, that may not be able to turn the head because there will be the scar, where they stitched the neck. There's no way we'll be able to turn very well. You have to be doing like this to turn, It's rather unfortunate. I don't know why people do that to themselves.
All right, gentlemen, before we go on, let's quickly take this commercial break, and I'll be right back.
A servant leader, tested and trusted. To reaffirm our unbreakable bond of brotherhood and celebrate peace, unity, and progress, we, the people of Nasarawa State, invite sons, daughters, and all men of goodwill to the grand inauguration of His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule for second term in office as Governor of Nasarawa State, along with his deputy, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe. The A.A. Sule Akabe inauguration will consolidate a new beginning for a greater Nasarawa State, to be heralded with prayers, cultural dances, public lectures, sports competitions, unveiling of books, and a pre-inauguration gala night at the prestigious Aliyu Akwe Banquet Hall on 28th of May 2023. And on Monday, 29th May 2023, we invite the world to Lafayette Square for the swearing-in of His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule as the fourth duly democratically re-elected Governor of Nasarawa State, along with Dr. Emmanuel Akabe, in a historic inauguration ceremony of pomp, pageantry, and display of rich cultural heritage. Don't be told. Be at the Lafayette Square, 9 a.m. Monday, 29th May 2023. Signed, Inauguration Committee.
Thank you for staying with us. I still have with me Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Bolaji Tunji. All right, gentlemen, we're still talking about this needless, ugly killing in Mangu Local Government. I mean, for an attack that started with what has been termed two fighting. This is
a farmer and a header. Very, very unfortunate. And at the end of the day, about 30 villages attacked. Over 200 people killed. Though the police claim 87, but when the police tell you it's 87, you know that that's about double the number of people killed. And the last time this kind of thing happened was in 2018 or thereabout, when some local government were attacked. Back in Ladi, Rayom and Niger South, about 200 people were killed. Incidentally, this latest Mangu attack is the home state of the governor-elect of yes, you know. So I don't know. It's really rather unfortunate, and the incoming governor needs to must be careful about how he's going to handle the matter, because so that there won't be there's a tendency that my people were attacked, you know, but he needs to be careful because it's no longer the leader of only the Mangu people or governor, is the leader of the state, Plateau State, and he needs to understand how he's going to navigate this issue so that it doesn't look as if it's biased when they are trying to find a solution to the problem. So it's very important for him to be very careful there, you know. But it's rather unfortunate.
Mangu Local Government seems to be like the hottest spot in Plateau State at the moment.
Yes, from time to time, attackers pick on certain communities, kill people there. Today is Mangu, tomorrow it could be Barakin Ladi, you know. So many people have been killed in that Barakin Ladi. So, next tomorrow it could be Shandam. These things happen. You never can tell where the next attack will take place. But this kind of attacks are also going on in Benue. You know, 18 out of the 23 local governments in Benue State have been repeatedly attacked by suspected herders since 2015. And SEMA in Benue State affirmed that 5,138 people have been killed in 8 years in Benue State. Can you imagine? In 2015, 1,177 people were killed in one state. In 2015, 809 killed in 2016. 43 in 2017, 440 persons in 2018, 174 in 2019, 88 in 2020, 2,131 in 2021.
Guy, 2,000.
Yes, and 172 in 2022.
Human lives.
Yeah.
Yes, we are talking about people being killed in 5 days in 3 local governments of Otukpo, Guma. Guma is the local government of the governor, Otom, and Apa. 134 people were killed in 5 days. The rate at which they kill Nigerians, I've said it here, and it's not an exaggeration. I don't know anywhere else in the world where people get killed like this.
Human lives.
I don't know. 5,138 people killed in 8 years in one state.
One state.
And
that is like a community.
Yes. How can we be allowing this to happen? In one state, when you go to Taraba, the story is very bad too. You go to Nasarawa, the story is bad. We have not talked about the number of people that bandits have killed in Zamfara, in Katsina, and all these places.
Kaduna,
oh my God, Kaduna, especially in Southern Kaduna. Southern Kaduna and in places like Rending, people's lives don't matter anymore. And you know why I'm shocked? 2 things have happened since the elections ended. We've seen a spike in killings. Since the elections ended, the fuel scarcity has hit in Lagos, except for maybe the last 48 hours, we are seeing some people queuing up. We don't know what for. But the truth is, after the elections, fuel scarcity in Lagos became more like a thing of the past. So there must be some political angles to some of these things. How come it's after the election that we are seeing a spike in criminal activities?
There was a time I was talking to a police officer. He told me that once there's a change of party, maybe a new commissioner is leaving, another one is coming in, criminal elements will seize the opportunity before the man settles in to quickly act. Maybe this is what we are experiencing today. That a new government, an administration is going, a new one is coming in. Let's do it before it settles down, before you understand what's happening. And it is rather unfortunate because life seems to be meaningless to people in that area. We are still a bit better here in the south.
Yes.
We cringe when you hear things.
Occasionally that this happens.
Yeah.
Even in the Gongon.
Yes.
The Gongon, they didn't kill people like this, and it was not sustained.
It was
This one is for days. They kept killing people.
Over 30 communities. That wasn't something that happened just within a day. 30 communities attacked. Overnight, during the time, they were just killing.
So, Governor-elect Caleb Manasseh has said it would incorporate local hunters and vigilantes.
That's the best bet because our armed forces, security operatives are overstretched. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Amotekun is doing a good job in Ondo State. You see the structures permit Amotekun to do a good job. They have their operatives, they spread them all over the state. The regular policemen need to be assisted. And they are not in every nook and cranny of our states. States must begin to build what looks like Amotekun. Provide them with all that they need. It will bring crime down. If not for, Ondo is like the barricade that the enemy must jump over before they can have access to the southwest. A lot of the criminal activities that will have been happening here is Ondo that is absorbing it. This is a fact. Maybe they went to kill people in a church. And Boko Haram, ISWAP took responsibility for it. So you can tell that if not for the fact that Governor Akeredolu has been very, very strong on the matter of Amotekun, honestly, these criminals will have penetrated the southwest. They will have penetrated the southwest, no doubt about it.
No, you have to commend the southwest governors about security matter. On the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway now, you see intermittently, you see security operatives, along that road, with the vehicle, everything. So many of them. And in fact, today, when I was driving down, I even stopped somewhere along the. Before me, I won't even try it. When you stop like that, you just see people coming from the bush.
The presence of security people encourages.
Yes. So, but the situation today has really improved in the southwest, and so you have to give that commendation to the southwest governors. They use Amoteco, they use the regular forces and all those things, which is quite very good. I think the governor-elect in Plateau State is saying, he needs to incorporate this. He needs to borrow relief from the southwest.
Yes.
And
even Borno with civilian JTF, and it's working.
Yeah, because they know the terrain, they know
the boys.
Exactly. So it's always very important. Once you have people that knows the terrain.
It was civilian JTF that chased Boko Haram into Sambisa. They used to operate inside Borno State, inside Maiduguri, but the boys were fishing them out one after another because they know them, they know their houses, they know their parents. So the rest of them just ran to go and join Shekau in Sambisa. And today, the civilian JTF, they've made sacrifices. More than 1,000 of them have been killed.
Wow.
They are like unsung heroes of that war. And I think that all the governors, not just Governor of Plateau State, all the governors must begin to think of a homegrown solution to insecurity in their state. A method may work for you, may not work for someone else, and they have to give them training.
Yeah.
Have to give them training.
Gentlemen, let's take a break before we